Boy, am I ever happy to be back to make this video for you because I just got this really important message. Yeah, you need to hear it. Hi there, beautiful souls. I'm Michèle Duquet. Welcome to my channel, Soulful and Unplugged. So the big message for July 2025 is a warning of sorts. And basically the message that came through loud and clear is do not be fooled by what you see. See beyond the illusion of this 3D dimension. Okay, what does that mean? So, you know how we live in this energetic world. The energies create our reality, but that the energies come before, quite a bit before the 3D manifestation. And so some of you will be experiencing some kind of confrontations and some things that you were not expecting that seem to throw you for a loop. Kind of think, wait a second, I was really in the flow. Things were really going well. I was really feeling that timeline shift. Well, so it's like a fracture that happens. So energetically, sometimes we see a fracture of another world where we go, therefore by the grace of God go I. And it's really important that we understand the difference of what's happening. For example, you may, out of the blue, have some very aggressive driver confront you or cut you off or honk their horn, give you the finger, and it has nothing to do with you, but it might create in you a reflection of, wait a minute, is that reflecting some inner anger that I'm not in touch with, that I need to be in touch with? And basically the message is, no, don't be fooled by that. You are definitely in a new timeline. You have definitely shifted. And that flow that you were feeling in the flow of the energetic creations that are happening beneath the surface, you're really there. But these events that happen that take us by surprise, that seem to come out of nowhere, that are unpleasant, it's a reminder of where you are not at. So see if it sounds kind of confusing. Let me see. I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll give you an example from my personal life. I wanted to go and get some AA batteries. So I went to the dollar store because they're cheaper and they're like, hey, why pay $10 when I can pay $2? So I go to the dollar store and there was a lady that was really taking quite a bit of time, bent over, covering the entire battery area. And I just wanted like AA batteries. So I just said, oh, excuse me, I just need to reach for the AA battery. And I thought she didn't hear me. So I waited a bit and then I repeated it. I said a little louder, like, excuse me, I just need to get the bat. And then she got up, straightened out, and went on full on attack of me, yelling at me, pretty much screaming at me that she was also checking out the batteries, and who was I to take over like that in her time to look for batteries. I just kind of looked at her like, huh? What's happening? And then the salespeople and the manager came and they're all like, uh-oh, something's kind of off. And what I felt was sadness for her. I felt compassion. I didn't feel reactive at all. I didn't feel kind of that, I didn't feel attacked. I just felt such compassion for her because I just know wherever she was at, it was a very, very difficult time. And then she ended up yelling at the salesperson and yelling at the manager and telling everyone how they don't know what they're doing and they're lousy at their job. And she was clearly upset and disturbed at something. So I did spend a moment going, is this a reflection of my inner anger that's being, projected onto this situation. And I thought about it. I went, no, actually, the opposite. It's getting it made me in touch with the peace I felt inside, the compassion, the way that I could see clearly the situation. And and then I thought, well, something's happening. What just happened? And it's what I was talking about before, the fracture. So there was a fracture in timelines where it's like there's a screen and it goes and it shows you just an old timeline. It shows you a different timeline, another human being's other timeline and what they're going through. And then by the reflection, it shows you where you are at. If you don't react, if you feel that there's nothing you can really do in the situation, but just be there, observe, clearly see through it, and be grateful that you're you're not being triggered. And this was pretty extraordinary that I just didn't feel triggered. I didn't feel threatened at all. I could sense that she was all bolsterous. She wasn't going to actually physically harm me or anything. But to me, this is what July is about. It's about understanding that you are in a new timeline. You have shifted timelines, but some fractures will happen to remind you that you are the observer and that you can see clearly where you are at and have compassion for those who are still working their way through their lives and their journeys. So as you have these situations come up that are really clearly unexpected, that does throw things off a little bit. I mean, I was feeling so peaceful and joyful and happy, and then this happened, and I'm like, no, I still feel peaceful and joyful and happy, but I felt sad for this woman. Think of it as the positive reflection of where you're at rather than the negative reflection of where you're at. And I think you'll find that navigating July will be much easier that way because that's what July is about. It's about these timeline fractures that are showing up to show us that we are in the flow. So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful month of July, and I send you all my love. Bye for now.